This video is sponsored by Flexispot. David punched me in the face, but other than that, open sauce was good, I guess. You have to say to yourself, David.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he punched me right in the face.
I'm sorry.
I haven't been punched that hard in years, so, you know, pretty good. Don't even look at me, look at this.
Your face was where my hand was going. I'm sorry.
You like that?
No.
And then it's
Art.
related to science.
Open Sauce is not the typical type of event that I normally attend. And I know, I'm your favorite STEM YouTuber, so although of course I would fit in perfectly, very different than the artist alley scene that I'm used to. It is in no way a retail space. So I kind of applied to the event before I really knew what the exhibit hall was all about, as mostly a curiosity. So when I ended up getting accepted, there was a bit of a, oh shit, what am I gonna do moment. On the surface, it's a glorified science fair, or at least it's disguised that way. There are a ton of creators, specifically from the YouTube space. But the thing that I think makes this special is it's not just like streamers, personality types, react channels. It's people who create things, or at least that's the focus. And there is an emphasis on the engineering side of things, but there's people from all different types of niches. The booth spaces are really for people to present their projects, their creations. And although there is an advertising aspect to it, that being said, I think what's happening here is very unique and inspiring. At the end of the day, Open Sauce was one of the coolest and most encouraging events I had ever been to, even though it put me well out of my comfort zone. So if you really stretch it, I could see where maybe I could bullshit some type of elevator pitch in a science fair setting. After all, there are game devs here that are presenting their games. Granted, they're more on the technical side of things and I'm more on the art design side of things. My background, after all, is concept art within the gaming space. So I guess if we reach to the very limits of what is relatable to this space, maybe I tickle it just the slightest bit. I have been working on a design project. It's more of a world building thing than anything that has been kind of a big secret. So I did bring that to present as my booth this year. It's not really something I'm ready to share on YouTube yet. And although there is no engineering involved, it is very elaborate. So people who came to my booth at Open Sauce got a sneak peek of what I've been working on for that. So if you were there, you know. If you weren't, you'll just have to wait and see later. That being said, I do think I was a bit out of place, so I want to focus more on the event itself.
Thousands of exhibitors, people with passion who really care about science and engineering and inspiring the next generation of students and adults. And
that's the passion that I feel, similar to the passion I feel for this convention, is just this burning, awesome feeling.
Now, this is a 2-day event, sort of. There is a third industry day that you can pay a boatload of money for a ticket. We didn't do any of that nonsense. So while all the industry people are doing their industry things with all their big expensive badges, us, the exhibitors, were setting up. And then around 6 p.m. at the end of the day, everybody had this big party in the courtyard. And everybody, including the exhibitors, were invited to the soldering booth. This was something that was available to everybody all weekend. I had only ever used a soldering iron one other time, and that was when I learned how to make stained glass. So I was surprised to see that the application and process was very similar. There was all sorts of components you could make, including this like light up bop it that you could turn your literal badge into. The badge is actually a circuit board. So one of the coolest convention badges I've ever seen. The components for that were a little intense, so we ended up trying something a little bit more newbie friendly.
Let's see. So I got some resistors and LEDs. Sweet, and I got the...
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it's in. All right. We're gonna set this here. So this iron, this is basically metal hot glue, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one tack if that's okay.
Yeah,
and
please
then you
do.
can do the others.
Okay.
So we're gonna grab a little solder. And this is, I made this extremely difficult. I designed these, I'm so sorry. Basically, you're going to heat up this area.
Oh.
Okay.
And you can see it just starts kind of flowing.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get hot, but move this there.
I see. So it's only gonna stick to the golden parts.
Yes. Yeah, so that black stuff is actually called solder mask. That'll be good enough.
Okay.
I promise it's mostly balanced.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. 2. What this is gonna look like, the long leg through the circle hole. And I highly recommend bending this so it kind of looks like he's holding it.
Long leg. Circle.
Battery just goes in the back there.
Oh!
Side.
Oh. That's what I want.
Or that came out.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Interesting. Okay, we can fix that.
Come on.
It's finicky. I'm gonna do this the jank way. It's almost there. Come on. We got this.
Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Whoa! Whoa! That focus. Whoa!
First official day that was open to the public. I got to see a lot of different panels, check out a lot of the projects, and just explore the event. Hands down, the coolest part of this event was the diversity and the different type of projects that were being presented. This ranged from robots fighting, robots playing soccer, robots dancing, robots smashing, robots dying, robots pretending to be trash cans, robots fighting, robots playing more soccer, robots making friends, robots designed to play the drums, fish robots, piano robots, big robots, small robots, large robots, funny looking robots, and robots fighting. But the thing I was most excited for that night was Robot Fight Night. This is where a lot of the featured guests were piloting robots and fighting. They were beating each other. They were
Ready to start fisting! Let's go!
Not sure that fisting is the term, but let's just go with it. Let's go with it. Let's see some serious fisting. Seeing lots of fisting in the wrong direction. Looking for fisting on each other.
I'm getting warmed up. My fingers are not ready yet. Just you wait.
She says just you wait for the fisting in round 2. Coming out with big fists from both teams. Colliding in the center of the ring, red and blue both throwing. Can I give you some advice? Try to win all the time.
And videos like this one are made possible by today's sponsor, Flexispot, and their E7 Sit Stand Desk. If you're anything like me, your natural state is shrimp mode. Before you turn permanently into a crustacean, customize your favorite positions on the control pad. As the name suggests, sit or stand, whatever you're into, I don't judge. Unlike those cheap desks made with light, flimsy aluminum, this frame is made out of automotive-grade steel. With thick legs, triple C if you're wondering, with the capacity of up to 355 pounds. Flexispot's anniversary and Labor Day sale is happening right now. There will be a link down in the description below. Alongside those sales, you can also use my unique code, Y2E730, to save $30 off of any order. Your desk comes with a 15-year warranty and free returns within 30 days. A reasonable price standing desk brought to you by today's sponsor, Flexispot. A great addition to any home office. Place desk in a natural area with direct sunlight. For the final day of the event, I tried to attend a lot more panels, although many of them were far more technical than my little art brain could comprehend. They had some really impressive speakers.
I know. Probably the worst thing I ever did was I pissed a lot on stream, just in general, I guess, and just it happens on stream. So I made like a little cup or a funnel, I guess, that goes into a flow sensor. And so when I go to pee, then on the screen they'd have like a cool overlay to see like how much I was pissing, and it would fill up really fast, and then we'd do like high scores for pisses, and it's somewhere, and it's still covered in pee somewhere.
Who was that?
I don't know. He's an astronaut, though. He went to space, Dustin. Space. The thing in the sky.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of it. And I have to say, one of the topics that I was a little worried about was something that was discussed pretty frequently over the course of the weekend. And that was AI. Obviously, somebody coming from the art space, you can imagine my disdain for generative AI and what it's done to the art industry. So coming into more of a techie space, I was worried that there might be more pro-AI sentiment at an event like this. And other than one weird interaction with an attendee who I think was disappointed to learn that I didn't use AI, I was pleasantly surprised to learn that even in these engineering tech spaces, that at least on the creator side of things, there is a pretty large disdain for it. And I'm sure image training has its uses in like certain medical fields or something. Honestly, I just don't know enough about it to speak in depth on its impact on different industries. At least on the art side of things, it's pretty much just a plagiarism machine. Either way, I don't really want to linger on this topic too long as it's kind of a downer, but I just wanted to say that I'm happy to report my fears did not become a reality. Seeing that there is a clear pushback, at least in creative spaces, even more technical creative spaces, against the misuse of this type of technology is something I was happy to see. Anywho, moving on.
Okay, and how many of you in here have made friends here? Okay, that's less than I was hoping, but
Yeah.
geez,
Maybe 30%.
I mean 30% is still a huge win.
Anywho, I know a lot of people who watch my channel are artists that are looking for different resources on how to make a living. I don't think that this video meets those goals. I don't think this is a good option for you. But if you have some big technical project that you want to present at an event and not make any money at, I think open source is a great option. It's a lot of fun, and it got me out of my art bubble a little bit. And meeting a lot of passionate and cool people that are doing projects that is very much out of my wheelhouse was quite refreshing. And how can you not have a good time watching robots tear each other apart? No drinking and driving, bro.
No, this is a public train. I gotta do the full New York experience and piss off the car now.
My one, only real criticism for the event was, honestly, I think a lot of the panels were a bit bloated. They ended up putting these 6 incredible big celebrity experts on 30-minute panels where nobody really has any time to deep dive into the topic of the panel, even though many of the panel topics were really interesting. I just think no matter how knowledgeable somebody is, if there are 6 other people that are vying to talk for, however long, you're just not going to get any usable or interesting information out of a 30-minute panel. And honestly, this is an issue that a lot of big events end up having. I've been on panel boards where there's just too many people. They want to fill it with all these big name people to sound impressive or whatever, but it just ends up not being very beneficial to the viewers or the attendees. Again, I think 2 or 3 people who are really in tune with that topic is the ideal place to be. In the grand scheme of things, this is a very minor criticism. For being a creator-run event, the fact that it exists at all is impressive. I've seen other massive corporate-run events that have huge teams that are not run anywhere near as well as this one. Oh, okay, maybe second criticism. Print more merch. I swear to God, I wanted a t-shirt and that shit was gone within 20 minutes. If you could get on that thing, that would be great, thanks.
Everybody prepare yourself for William Osmond's big surprise.
Drink the hot sauce! Drink the sauce! Drink the sauce!
Are you okay?
Yeah, do your thing, man. Will's got a big surprise.
The big surprise. Okay, so I know that this is titled Big Surprise, and I didn't make that title, and they were playing a joke on me. I don't have a big surprise.
Every word I used to sing, every melody I played, all the memories we made.
You guys ready to drop?
Yes!
He's just homeless.